Hello, today we will talk about part 2, chapter 2. We will finish this part today. Let me share my screen to you. Then we can code together. So the first thing is about a string. So actually string has a function or a method which is called format. So it can be used to substitute formatted arguments into the string, producing a new string. So here, this is the result we want. And then this part in string is format the first argument as a floating point number, and this one is to format the second argument as a string, and this one is to format a third argument as an integer. And then we put the three arguments in this method, and this is the result we get. And if we change the arguments, then we can get a different string. So yeah. Then let's look at the booleans. So booleans, actually, there are only two types of booleans in Python. One is true, one is false. And for the type casting part, for integer, float, boolean, and string, they are not only a type, data types, they are also a function that can change the data type. So for example, D is a float, and then I use integer rep D, and then we can see the type is changed into integer. Then let's talk about non-type. Actually, non-type is not only a reserved keyword, and it's also a unique instance of non-type, which is interesting. Then we look at date times type. So the built-in Python date time module provides date time, date, and time types. So we put some series of like date related numbers in this method, then we can get the we can get a date time value here. So the type is date time, and then we can see, okay, we can check the day, year, and date and time. So for strict time method, we can format a date time as string. So how to do that? Okay, first is month, then here is date, and then it is year, and we want hour, minute. When we change the date time into string, we can see we can use strip time to make it more like the date time we check usually, right? We usually can see maybe in a data set there is a column, and then the date will look like this. And then we can also use strip time to convert string into date time into date time type. So how to do that? We can put a string here. And here is the format. We want the string, a date time format that we identified from that string, right? So the first part of this string is year, and then second part of this string is month, and the third part of the string is day. And there are some problems here, and let me check. Okay, we miss one thing here. So we turn a string into date time object. The next thing we will look at is the difference between two date time. So here is DT2, and we will change the minute. What is the delta? The delta variable shows that the difference between DT2 and DT is 180 seconds. That's all for today. We look at the format method for string, and then we look at the booleans type casting, none, and date times. So tomorrow we will start to look at part 3. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.